And they talking about it's a nationwide. No, it ain't. I'm Ghanaian. I live in Ghana. I'm pretty influential. And no, it's not a nationwide agenda to kick Nigerians out of Ghana. No, it's a lie, and let it stay a lie. And I'm telling you right now, eye to eye, it's a lie. It's bullshit.
Get ready, brace up for spanking new exclusive right here on this channel with Pan-African content, editorials, TJ's Kitchen, music video dissection, interviews, live session, movie breakdown, music, and more right here on this channel.
Okay, wonderful day. It's a Tuesday, all right, the second day of this particular week. Welcome to this honorable channel, TJ Studios. I'm here. I am your host. You can call me Oluwa TJ, and you can refer to me as Imaswen, Follow Green, and Emeka. All right, guys, let's fire an exclusive for the day. Right, let me address this fair and square. All right, pushing Nigerians away from Ghana is going to affect our economy drastically. I'm doing this with a Pan-African sense of touch. Ghana needs to tread cautiously that, pushing this mantra and this jargons and motto of, Niger must go because of, the Igbo King's narrative, which has been done and dusted with. I know it's not, a reality on the grounds anymore, but I want to sound this word of advice and caution. Pushing Nigerians away is going to affect our economy. And we don't seem to look at it from that point. But I'm going to do due diligence to it today. All right. And I'm going to add facts, videos. A Ghanaian legend has added his voice, although he's not popular in the space of the Niger because of Play Ghana. He has said something. I take delight in the fact that he's sounding real and more like a Pan-African. I love it that way. Now, first and foremost, before I address the issue of how pushing Nigerians away is going to affect our economy, let's look at Reggie Rockstone. Reggie Rockstone was part of the people of the group who decided that they want to champion a narrative, a cause known as Play Ghana. One, narration which has affected, our music industry after that, because Nigerians have drawn back a bit, not a bit. In the previous years, it was super, massive, but now it's okay. But, he's added his voice to this whole Ghana and Niger thing and has sounded a word of caution to Ghanaians for that matter. Let's watch the video. I'll be right back.
I might have to switch up on you and speak English on this one because there are folks involved in this who don't speak my language. And so I would like you to be a part of this. And so therefore, I have to switch up on you and speak the white man lingo. Nevertheless, it is for a good cause, so bear with me. Ghana, I come to you first. Abushian. Now listen, don't take it the wrong way, because I came here to make it right. Is the way. Look, there is some bullshit going on, some bullshit narrative, some bullshit propaganda, some bullshit news that's traveling through social media, through our minds, word of mouth, all of the above, and it is a dangerous one. This shit is deadly. Do not fuck with it. Don't play with it. If you got any respect for self, if you have any patriotism in you, if you have any Pan-African vibes in you, don't play with this bullshit. Man, do not encourage it. Ghana, Nigeria. Yep, you heard me. There's some bullshit going on about how Ghanaians are trying to kick Nigerians out of Ghana. It's some bullshit. This, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, is not true. It's not true. And we got to be careful that we do not evoke old xenophobic sentiments. We got a really dark history. You don't want to go back there. You really don't. Okay, so cut the bullshit and stop it right now. I'm going to need all you bloggers to get up on this here, because you know that should run through the bloggers, and speak on it. If you are some type of celebrity, you are well known for your well-knownness, don't sit down and don't say nothing. Speak on it. About Ghanaians trying to kick Nigerians out of Ghana, that's some bullshit. It's a lie. Yeah, you might have a couple of folks wilding out, you know, and for whatever emotional, whatever's taking place, and they talking about it's a nationwide. No, it ain't. I'm Ghanaian. I live in Ghana. I'm pretty influential. And no, it's not a nationwide agenda to kick Nigerians out of Ghana. No, it's a lie, and let it stay a lie. And I'm telling you right now, eye to eye, it's a lie. It's bullshit. You do not encourage these xenophobic sentiments. Don't. It's one of the most dangerous things that you could ever do. Yeah, we got some issues. Look, that's another thing. And this is the same thing that I would speak on when I lived in the West. A criminal is a criminal. I ain't never been robbed by no Nigerian. I've been robbed by, I had some bull jump off with my own kind. Ghanaians, African Americans, and white folks. A crime is a crime. Nigerians do crime. Ghanaians do crime. Nigerians and Ghanaians get together and do crime. White folks do crime. Indians, short, fat, and tall do crime. So the minute you start to play that card, bull. It's them Nigerians. No. It's them criminals. They just happen to be Nigerian. You got Ghanaians in Nigeria doing crime, and Nigerians in Ghana doing crime, and Ghanaians and Nigerians in the UK, America doing crime, and all over the world. Okay? Cut the bull. Because we don't need it. We definitely don't need this shit right now. Divide and conquer. When you play like this is how the Muzungu and the Uyibo and the Bruni, they're going to come stir it up. Next minute, you got some bull jumping off that you don't want no parts of. Oh, you forgot, right? That we got family over in Nigeria? I got family. That's Nigerian. That's a faction of my family that's married to Nigerians. We got houses. We got houses in Nigeria. I got friends in Nigeria.
Okay, so the narrative or the narration of Reggie Rockstone is well expounded. It is BULLSHIT or BU SHIT for community guidelines on YouTube. I don't want to quote him. It does not make sense in line with relationship which goes as far back as the previous era and dispensation. A lot has gone on between both countries. Let's not use this current Gen Z generation to affect the relationship, because others are benefiting from this relationship positively, and others also have their fair share of certain things which has been done to them which they feel it shouldn't be so. Now, Ghana as a whole has a GDP of $89 billion. All right, a GDP of $89 billion. Lagos alone has over $250 million. All right, Lagos alone, one state. So it adds up to one thing. To them, even if their economy is not doing well, they would bounce back just as any national country or any nation would do. All right, we have faced challenges, Ghana, massive challenges. Depreciation of our cedi against the dollar, massive. Even with that, their economy and their GDP is always high and always on a massive scale. So what I'm trying to say is that we are looking at from the trenches of these boredom, jargons, these boredom motto, these boredom rants, which we are chanting out there. But the bigger picture we are not looking at. All right. Let's even come to the layman's business. Shops, bigger company, medium companies, all these contributory factors of some. I know one who has a big electrical shop in town. I know of them, some of them putting up, mini companies and all. Some of them owning real estates and all. All right. All these people pay tax to the government of Ghana, and they contribute to our space by, employing workers, employing Ghanaians to work. And these can be termed as a contributory factor to our economic development or our economy. So we should tread cautiously when we are saying Nigerians must go. And I said, let's do it with the layman, middle class and down, side businesses. Let's look at the upper terrace, the corporate institutions. I'm using only two, a lot of them. Let's look at Dangote Cement, Dangote Sugar Refinery, and let's look at Access Bank. Just to mention a few, we have a lot of them. Are they leaving as well? And that is where the minds of Ghanaians have not gone to. I save with Access Bank. That is my bank. All right. So, when you look at the trajectory of all these things, they are not only contributing to the mid-class level of our economy, but in the corporate sense, they are contributing enormously. Look at the number of Ghanaians working at Access Bank. Are they also going? Are the owner of Access or the owners of Access Banks, Dangote, are they leaving as well? The question and the answer will be posed like, hell no. So if they are not leaving, the Nigerian must go chant should not reflect in our space because of the relationship and because of both of us. We will disagree in a way sometimes, but it should not get to that point because of our current dispensation of life where common sense should be the order of the day. Technology abounds, it's everywhere. I don't know if I'm making sense. Nigerians must go carries a lot of weight we don't know. It means that their companies are leaving, their institutions are leaving, employment will be lost, Ghanaians will lose their jobs. All these people, all these Ghanaians employed in Access Bank, Dangote institutions in Ghana will leave, they will come home, they will be, there will be none employed, not less employed, none. They will have to come home and they will face the consequences of being non-employed or unemployed, that's the word. So let's tread cautiously, as Reggie Rockstone said. There are consequences to our rant. And like I said in the other video, what I've seen is that we are generalizing it. But because we don't know there are other groups of people, there are Yorubas, there are Igbos, there are the Edo people, a whole lot of people. So if you have an issue with an Igbo king, it does not mean that it's relative to all Nigerians. So we need to tread cautiously. Make we not use our head, just they talk anything. Make we not they use our mouth, just they talk anything because of one. Because automatically we feel uneasy when we are around Nigerians because they will dominate. Job where they do, where they struggle, and they do when and they make money. So there is that uneasiness. So let's calm down. In the same way, I have Ghanaians. Even here, I have a Nigerian neighbor, just 5 minutes away. Ayo. I'm supposed to even call him today. We live fine. I know of a lot of them. That is why I'm saying that it should not be made a general case study. All right? It should not be made a general case study. But let's look at the pros and cons and the consequences. It's going to affect us. Our GDP will drop because they contribute to it. All right? I don't know if I'm making sense. Let me leave the rest to you. All right? A word of caution from Reggie Rockstone. I've added my own in the editorial. Let me leave the rest to you, my family. All right? You know how I do it. If this is your first time, I always say subscribe to this channel. Maybe you've been watching my videos. I know of some people who say, we watch but we forget or we've forgotten to subscribe. Do the needful, subscribe to this channel, join the family, and let's do this together. I am Olua TJ Emeka Imaswen. We share our opinions here without any form of bias. We say it as it is, all right? I'll be coming your way with more, but until then, you know how I sign out of here. I salute you, and peace out.
Get ready, brace up for spunky new exclusive right here on this channel with Pan-African content, editorials, TJ's Kitchen, music video dissection, interviews, live session, movie breakdown, music, and more right here on this channel.